there is definitely something going on within the locker room, the front office. Something is off, man. This is the third situation in one game.
The locker room door swung shut so violently it nearly rattled off its hinges. Inside, voices were clashing. Tension was sizzling like an exposed wire. And in that charged space, the Indiana Fever's entire season was about to pivot in ways nobody saw coming. Caitlin Clark had finally reached her breaking point, and Stephanie White was about to feel the heat from months of questionable decisions all condensed into one electric showdown. What happened inside that locker room didn't just stay there. It rippled out, sending seismic tremors through the entire basketball world and leaving every fan to wonder if WNBA's brightest star was on the edge of packing her bags and waving goodbye to Indiana for good. But make no mistake, this eruption wasn't sparked by one sloppy game or a random substitution blunder. This was the culmination of months, entire months, of simmering frustration, of jaw-dropping misuse of transcendent talent, of a generational superstar left feeling like her own coach might be orchestrating her demise rather than her ascent. Clark's glare alone could have scorched the paint off the walls. Here's the player who single-handedly vaulted this franchise from league afterthought to headline attraction, only to be ghosted by a scheme so allergic to. Harnessing her gifts, it bordered on basketball malpractice. Picture this: the Fever ran commercials, plastering Clark's face everywhere, selling tickets with her highlight reels. And then, when the moment was brightest, they decided to hide her on the bench like an unopened toy. It was absurdist theater at its finest, with Indiana playing the clown troupe. Fans aren't just grumbling in private group chats anymore. They're practically screaming into the void. Scroll through social media during these games, and you'll spot comments that read like furious. Yelp reviews: "I paid top dollar for Clark brilliance, not whatever this clown act is. And if this is what the Fever's selling, refund my emotional investment." Once your franchise jewel feels shoved aside, it's no longer some mild tactical oops. It's a slap in the face to every person who bought in, who wore the jersey, who made the pilgrimage to see this basketball prodigy light up arenas. And this is where you come in. If you're watching all this unfold, seething right along with thousands of other fed-up fans, hit that like button so hard it trembles, and drop a free Caitlin in the comments right now. Let's blast a signal straight through the Indiana front office's thick walls so they can't keep pretending they don't hear us. Because at this point, it's beyond venting. It's about protecting the future of the game's biggest sensation. Now, to truly grasp how we reached this meltdown moment, we have to rewind the tape a few months. It all started with a comment so outrageous it practically deserved its own laugh track. Stephanie White, talking hoops last season, dropped a soundbite that went viral. For all the wrong reasons. The Mavericks just played differently without Luka on the floor. She said, like she was unveiling some deep basketball wisdom. The ball's moving. It's popping, multiple guys stepping up. Think about that. This was essentially saying the team is better off without the league's top scorer and the guy who dragged them to an NBA Finals.